like, don't play with me, I'm glad I'm not you. You are confusing who I am. You are underestimating who I am. You need to put people in their place, otherwise they will think that you don't have what it takes. Laugh in their face and be like, okay, this is enough. Like, no, that's not who you are talking to. You cannot always act like you're not all that, because there are certain people who will believe. Hi, so today I want to talk about the cost of being humble. For all of our lives, we were taught that being humble is a good thing. Be humble, like, know your worth, but be humble. Don't always brag about what you have. Always thought that confidence is only good if it's silence, otherwise it's ego, otherwise you shouldn't remind them what you have, they should know what you have, and all that things. I also always believe that being kind is the best, being humble is the best, until I realize that I will be face to face with certain type of people that will never understand what I have unless I show. Unless I tell them, like, no, I don't need your advice. You are confusing who I am. You are underestimating who I am. And you think that I am not all that because I just acted humble. There is no way that this type of person will understand from this kindness and silent confidence. Now, I'm not telling you to yell or make a scene. I'm just simply telling you to be vocal and tell this person, no, I don't need your advice. I don't need what you're giving me. I'm glad I'm not you. Being humble is good. Having that silence confidence is good. Your moves show who you are. Your ethics shows who you are. You don't scream your confidence. All that is all good ideas. But we weren't taught that it is a luxury to have that environment. It is a luxury to be silently confident and people already know what you have. You're not always going to be surrounded by people like that, because it also takes some sort of level for them to be in that space. You're not always going to be surrounded by people who already know what you got and they're acting on it. Sometimes you will have to be loud. Sometimes you will have to be like, I'm not going to take an advice from you because you are not who I want to be and you do not have any qualities that I want to have. Sometimes you have to really laugh in their face and be like, okay, this is enough. Like, no, that's not who you are talking to. You're not always going to be lucky enough. Certainly, if you came from certain upbringing and certain environments, you're not always going to be lucky that you're going to be silently confident and people will act the way they should act. It is a luxury to have that environment. This is what they didn't tell us. If you keep on trying to be silently confident in wrong environments where you should be loud instead, where you should put them in their place instead, you will lose. Find yourself in a position you are listening and advice from someone you feel sad for. You will find yourself in a situation you're surrounded by people who think they're better than you and you literally feel sorry for them because you were silently confident, because you didn't put them in their place and they thought, so maybe she's not all that. Sometimes you need to put people in their place, otherwise they will think that you don't have what it takes. Unfortunately, it is the truth. I'm not encouraging anyone to be rude. I'm just telling that it is a luxury to always be surrounded by people. You don't have to be rude. You cannot always act like you're not all that, because there are certain people who will believe you are not all that when you act like it. Sometimes you have to remind them, like, don't play with me, I'm glad I'm not you. Being too humble can make you end up in wrong environments, wrong friends, wrong relationships, and you look around and you don't understand why. And I have learned in the hard way that silent confidence is not always the best type of confidence. It is only the best type of confidence if you're surrounded with same mindset people. But if you're not, if you do not have that luxury, it is time to speak up.